Hey, what's up everybody? I did the shelf. This is what's like in this fucking house. There's a fluorescent light. There's a hole for the fluorescent light. I know what this was. My grandmother had this. This was an old school, how do I say it? Old school fluorescent light that was perfectly cut in because you could see the tape marks. You could see this was like recessed in. It was perfectly cut, and it was my grandmother had one, and I remember. So basically, what I did is I'm going to grab power from the boiler. This way, you know that something's off. That's that. This is the power. This gets connected last. I went down. I put a new switch for the light. I went up. I put a junction box here. And I put it to the old fluorescent just in case that dies or I want to add more lights. I could disconnect it without touching the switch. This was a gray 3-wire that went that way, that went up to here. It's already shitty switches. This one does the light that's up there, and this one was actually disconnected. There was nothing on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this red, which goes out, goes through here, which is here. This is the power. This is the switch for the light, which is not on. Neutral goes to neutral. This red gonna have to come out of here and possibly go to that box over there. These two switches are gonna be obsolete. They control one set of lights and this set of lights, and that upstairs controls by itself. Eventually I want to get rid of that. I've also got a new boiler plate, fancy. And so what I want to do is just end up turning these two on, which turns that light on, this light on, and I'm sorry, this light does that. And then the shop door, it's closed, so you don't need it on. So anyway, that's it. That's what's happening. Like I said, I'm not going to just set up the camera and have you watch me do this. But this was what was up there. Like oh well, it's not really how do I say it? It's not a, what do you call it, junction box if you could drop the light and there's a hole in it. Well, if you fucking don't know what's going on, and God only knows what the fuck is down all these bays, like, you know, and I dropped, you know, and there's a junction box here, which this wire goes to the outlets in the dining room, which is gonna get wired eventually, and this one just like randomly comes over here. There's junction box 1, there's junction box 2, there's junction box 3, there's junction box 4. I mean, obviously this is all open, you could all pull it back. This is the junction box I made yesterday. Like, what the hell? Hopefully this wire comes out, look, it goes under, and then this switch leg, I think I'm going to pull out. Like, I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks for watching. Hey, what's up? The third installment. Let me show you the garbage, the mess that I made. That's a good one. Not a boy, so don't play that window, motherfucker. Okay, so I tell you what I did. Okay. I know you're looking at it, so you still push it on the shelf. Long story short, boom, you have the 15 amp circuit breaker for the boiler coming out. One you have for the boiler goes to the boiler switch. Two, you have two lines. One line goes directly over here. Excuse me. It goes directly down there. Feeds this outlet because it was just there. Comes back up. Excuse me. Feeds that. Where is it? I can't see. No, feeds the outlet. Comes back up. Goes into a junction box. Feeds the doorbell. Accessible. Then you have this switch, like I told you. Power came back out. Excuse me. Power came out. Came around. Came down. The 3-wire, the gray 3-wire, came from the other switch. The oh, who is that? Who are you? 7,000. That's the advertisement. Patalas caladas. Okay, so then I put it in, and then I put it up here. I put a junction box just in case I want to come out with another light. or if this light breaks, excuse me, if that light breaks, I could change it without opening this box. Eureka! Now you come downstairs, you shut the door, and you don't have to turn on that. Well, that was that. This first one goes up there. I don't know if you can see. I have to get a light. And this now does the basement. These are dead. There's nothing behind them. That one up there by the boiler has a hole in it. Obviously there's nothing there. Obviously there's nothing here. That's garbage. That's the old switch leg that goes up. It's a shallow wall. I can't rip it down. So basically what I did was, now power goes to the switch. Now I have power comes up. Now I just call it a loop system. So power, excuse me, switch leg turns on, goes from here, comes out, goes around, goes to here, goes to here, goes to, and then there's a couple of junctions there. This is it right here. Comes up, goes in. There you go. The towels are in the dryer. Comes up, goes in here, comes back down, goes this way, goes into a hole, goes behind the wall here, not really behind the wall, but goes into a junction here because I need to go to the home center. With this, I'm going to do a pull chain. It goes right here. That's the one that goes over there, comes up, goes into here, and then it goes over here. This is not really kosher, but it gets it done. I have to go to the home center. I'm going to get pull chains for here. This way the power's on, but these two things are not on when you're in the basement doing laundry. Turns out that there was a junction box, as you saw. I don't know if I showed you. And it goes over here. This line is for upstairs. I have to fix. Somebody made nice. This line's the old GFI line. That's an old outdoor line. And this panel. This is the old line that's coming out from over there. I just got to rip this wall down eventually. I pulled out a circuit. That's the GFI line. Gotta get some. Okay, talking to myself. So then I pulled the two junction boxes out from the lights. Can't see them because I didn't tape them before. This is coming from, I don't know where, it's a feed. And then I had this, when I disconnected something, now one of the lights in the other room was dead. So just for now, this had power. This didn't. Came up and over with the white piece. Up and over. And made a junction box, and that's it. This room is never going to get finished for a long time. So that's it. I turned this light the other way. This way I could have the beams. Didn't touch that light. I turned this light the other way. That's it. So I'll take a video if I remember after I'm done cleaning so you can see what it looks like. Alright. Bye-bye. Yeah, when I fixed this light, I was jacking around with this thing up and down, and the flex point, you can see that there's a little spot right here of water, but it's not dripping. It's wet a little bit under here, but we'll see. This I gotta do something about in the spring. This is freezing. That cold air is whipping through here. Oh, that's cold. Clean the rug. Try to make it so when you come down here with slippers, it's not a mess. You know, you come down here and you just go right on here and you do your clothes. Alright, I'm rambling on. Hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you for watching. I guess we could call this video the shelf / basement light conversion endeavor. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, man. Ladies and gentlemen. Peace.